Okay, what we're doing today is usually people look at, well, it's road ripper stuff. Usually people look at cars around the car, see how new and old it is, how to tell and stuff. Today, it's a lawnmower. Today, I'm making it so that you can, I already took the stuff apart here. Some of the stuff works, some of it don't, but I'm showing you today how this crap, it works. Like, while it's broke, while it has it apart, how to tell what things are which. If that makes any sense, I explained it better in like another couple videos, and then I kept forgetting something every single dang time. But one of the things is this black Viper. Today I'm going to be using that as a demonstration to do some other kind of thing, which I explained that I used to have a red Viper, and I will prove that to you because I have wired up the chip. Of course, the motor don't work because part of the main chip broke off. And this is what the main chip looks like here. Like that's a chip. The main chip is this right here. Part of that, this part, like this part, just chipped off, and I found out that part was the motor. It's bad, so the motor don't work at all. There's no way to fix that. Unless I can somehow line the wires back into there, but there's no way. I don't know how to do that. I don't even think you can do that. It's a board. But that's what I'm doing, because last week my red Viper chip was perfectly fine. I came back this way trying to do a video on it, and the speaker wire came off. It was just sitting there the entire time. I was like, how the crap did that happen? So now I gotta go in there and go in my solder station, solder it back on, strip the wire, solder it back on. Be real quick. This might be a pretty freaking long video, and I hope not, because I gotta cut grass soon. My brother's up there cutting grass. My dad's back grass. I gotta cut someone else's grass. No one gives a crap, but I gotta do it anyway. Now we're going to my solder station room. Here's all the crap that I've taken apart. Bunches and bunches and bunches of crap. This right here is the canine police car road ripper season 2 chip. It's got the 6 buttons right here. That's forward, backward, start up. One of these are the songs. I don't know. Those are lights right there. One accidentally came off and one bent, but that's where the 7 lights came for that one in there. That's the chip. Still got all the wires, but right now it doesn't work because I took it off to put something else on. The red Viper's motor was from this. This is the red Viper's motor. What's this? The red Viper's motor was kind of burnt a little bit, but it don't work anymore because I opened it and now the gears aren't in place at all. So, actually, one more thing. The red Focus that's like neon lights on the bottom, or your Subaru Impreza car or something like that. This is what it looks like from the inside. See, and the neon lights are supposed to go right here in these holes, but I took them out. That's that there. I got a convertible truck here. I painted it. It was a 3. I should have not taken it apart and not painted it either, but the microchip's like right there. It's the inside of it. This is so one of these things. It was a season 3 as well. It was a truck, some sort of truck. I took the stickers off. This is the old Focus that I have. There was also a neon light. It was a season 2. This thing works, but it needs a new motor. It's the recycle truck. It's a season 2, but I don't want to get that out. It's already apart, and some wires can actually come off there, and I don't want that to happen. I'll take this out. I'll bring this out on my way out. Remember where that is. So here's what we're gonna do. It's already about 5 minutes, my lord. This is what we're gonna do. I have to solder while I sit down. This is my solder crap. There's another toy I need to work on. It works. My solder thing's already on. That's my solder gun. See? Hold on, where is it? is the buttons over here. It works, but there's no speaker. For some reason the speaker don't work. The motor works, but then it doesn't move. It's a big project. I got an old Nintendo zapper gun. It doesn't shoot like it used to shoot, and then about a month later after getting it, it just broke. Can't see it the TV, so I got like a photodiode right in there. You see that little white square thingy? That's the photodiode and a couple switches and capacitors in there. Screws and crap. Heat thing or something. You just put it down on it, do this, and it sucks it up. Sucks the solder sucker. Solder wick, scissors, screwdrivers and crap, solder stuff, hot glue gun, which I've got some hot glue sticks right here. Some of this crap, old freaking light thing I don't use. Just a bunch of crap in here that really doesn't work. Well, this works. I don't even know why I have it down here, but it works. This don't work. It's just a bunch of crap down here. It just doesn't work. So, got like a speaker thing in here, some old speakers, some screws and lights and crap. Billions and billions and billions of fuses we don't even use. Some capacitors and nothing. Bunch of lights. Some more capacitors. Nothing. Wait. Yeah, nope. It's like some sort of spring or something. Some solder tips. My dad burnt that one. This is what a one's supposed to look like. And he burnt it. Some more solder. Some more solder. Hot glue sticks. Should be something else here. Nope. But I did find a hot glue stick that is not supposed to go there. It's supposed to go here. So I got 5 hot glue sticks now. So I'll get this thing started up on how it's going to work. But first, you're supposed to wet your sponge. You need this. So I'm going to go upstairs. Some of this actually might be edited out here. I might actually edit this video, this one road rubber video out. This is going to be a long video. Go upstairs and wet this sponge. So I gotta do this and wet it a little. There it goes. Turn that off and then do that. See that the sponge is wet now. Flimsy and not hard. It's the burnt spot. It's supposed to be like that stuff. I want to show that at the ground. My dad doesn't like that. Show him stuff. Just showing crap at the ground. I put the sponge in and start putting this wire together. It's already about 10 minutes. I'm sorry for the thing not working right now. I'm going to show you. Stick the sponge. If you got a solder gun, that's how you do it. If you don't know, you probably should know. Just stick the sponge in there. A little solder station. I got a little chair here. I like to sit down while I solder. Dad put this here. I'd hate it. I got another one. Here's his. It broke. So he bought me another one, and it still sucks. I don't like it really that much, but this came off of a charger. Because my stupid brother, couldn't see it with a vacuum cleaner and ran it over and stripped the wire right off. I was like, couldn't find that. I couldn't find a charger like that for a long time. Finally found it. He stripped it off with the vacuum cleaner. And I've got like a huge RC car that needed that. This is what we're dealing with. It's got, can't really see that from here. It's got square buttons instead of like oval looking ones. The square ones are the old ones. You can see that right in there. That chip right there. See, it's broke off. That's when the motor doesn't work. And that sucks right there. motor don't work. This is off of a different, it's a K9. This is the K9 police model here. Dang, I can't even move that C-clamp. So to show you what I'm doing, see there's a plus and a minus on the speaker. This wire somehow came off, so I'm going to strip it from, this is a stripper right here. Wire stripper. Need some paste flux for this stuff. This helps for paste flux as well, I guess. And then I'm gonna just solder it back on with some solder, such as this. This is solder, that thin thing. That's solder. I'm gonna do it with two hands, so I might have to put this thing down somewhere. This isn't gonna be very good, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna strip that wire a little bit so I connect it back to that plus sign right there. Hopefully I don't knock that over while I'm trying to do this. This wire right here, I'm gonna put in one of these small holes. Stick in the second one, I guess. No, not the second one, the first one. It don't work. Gotta kind of pull it. It's gonna hurt. See? I stripped it. This is what a wire looks like when it's been stripped, if you can see that or not. See that little thin thing on the end? That means it's stripped. So now, I gotta put it in this little hole here. There's a small little hole, not that big one in the middle, but the one on the side. You can see that? I mean, the factory just sticks it right there, done. I put it through the hole, wrap it around it, solder it. That way I know it stays on, except for some weird reason it didn't stay on. So I'm gotta solder it through there. This is what we're gonna do. Take some paste flux. I'm gonna move this over here, I guess. This thing shouldn't be all here. Take some paste flux. I'm gonna put this down then. I'm not used to doing this like this. Open up the paste flux, which looks like this. Smell it, it's fine. If you smell it, no, it doesn't really matter. And you take the wire here, move this, take the wire right here, you take the paste flux, you get it, and you just barely dip it in there like that. Like this, just get a little around that. Now you don't need it anymore. Because what happens is the solder sticks straight to that, which is a good thing. It's really good. So now we try to thin this thing out, and then as soon as we thin that thing out here, you take it and put it in the hole there. I know you can't see this, but it's really hard to do and hold a camera at the same time, so I guess that'll work right there. See that? It's in the hole right now. So you can't really, actually that might actually be kind of good like that. This looks pretty good like that, not totally good. Like if I had a tripod it'd be better. I don't have one. So you take this, take your solder gun, melt some solder onto it like this. See it? It's steaming right like that. I smell some solder. Make sure to wear some safety goggles even though I'm not wearing any. I haven't soldered in a long time. This is something that finally broke for me that I want to fix here. Here we go. See a little bit more on there. solder melts very quickly. This will be good enough job for right now. So it's done. It's quick for me and quick for this video. No, but some extra solder left there. See, now it's done. And to be sure that I checked it, I'm gonna press the horn button. See, right now, when you're doing a soldering video, you don't want to have all 3 batteries in there. You could blow something up. So that's why there's 2 here. Stick this in here. What you do with the boards, you just take one of these things. They come off the buttons. You take the black side, which is this. You put it on the button and push it. So it'll do this. See the board here? It's the board. Some weird reason the alarm button don't work anymore, and this one works every once in a while, but it's hard to get it to work. So press the horn button right here and does this. It's a little dead, if you can hear that. It scared the crap out of me. But that's that. I can turn this solder gun off and unplug it. That's not how you're supposed to unplug it. I just don't want to go down there. I believe I've already got it. Okay. Bright freaking light, my lord. It's hot. Yeah. Let's push the air conditioner over. One of them. Okay. It's just hard to get through here. That's how hard it is to get through there. Okay, we're gonna pick up this chip here. I'm gonna go over here. Sorry for the dang wires moving. This is a project we're gonna do here. Couple different projects. I don't have exactly a lot of good batteries, so this is going to sound a little bit off compared to this. So, same with all of these here, the PT Cruiser and that. Except this is a newer turbo rig. Me and my dad did a project, and it doesn't have to do with any. The buttons don't even work. It has to do with the motor and the switches and everything. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to push a button on here, push a button on here. See how it works. See, this is how it's really supposed to work. See those little grooves there? How the buttons are pushed in there. They put it on the chip like this. You don't see the chip. And then they put it right over the button. And then the button, see that little circle? The button goes on here like this. And then it pushes down. So you push it in, but then it never comes out because there's a little seal around the circle. You see this? Hold on. Put it on there like this. See, and you push down on it. It does that, but I really don't need that. This is the PT Cruiser chip for that. For their it's like plays like Living La Vida Loca or something like that. Some weird one. The alarm for this, which for some reason doesn't work anymore for this, is this. It's that. It doesn't work for this anymore. The horn for this is this. This has completely new batteries. This don't. So the horn button is this one right here. This is the alarm. That's the startup. For some reason it doesn't work anymore. That's the horn right there. So I'm gonna do the horn right now. See? Watch it. The little thing. Maybe a little bit off now because it's kind of dead. But this is the startup, which you really don't care.
You're driving a Viper.
And that, for some reason, it's very hard to get the work on there, but I can't really do that. It'll take like 5 minutes just to get one button to work. I'm going to do the 2 songs and come back action, the 4 buttons, then we'll get on to a couple other projects here that I've tried to finish. Somewhat have finished. This came from the convertible truck that you've seen in there. It's just a base that I put it on. The motor's not hooked up. The speaker is. There's one little yellow light hooked up. And then there's the battery thing is hooked up with the chip and everything. So here's the first song for this. This. That's the first song. It's probably going to sound a little dead to you in this, and I can't say a little because it is. But it's this. This is the old Red Viper chip. It's the oldest freaking thing ever. This is like season 2 chip. So this is pretty much the Red Viper chip right here. This is the second song. That's the second song for this. And the second song for this, that was the first song right here. This is the second. Hot. Oops, not hot. Never mind. Does this. See, that was the second one. I'll do comeback action on for this.
Comeback action on. Push forward or reverse arrow now. Push forward or reverse arrow now. Comeback action off.
As you can tell, it's going to sound a little lower and slower for this one. If there were any lights on here, it'd probably be dead by then. This is the comeback action button.
Comeback action on. Push forward or reverse arrow now. Push forward or reverse arrow now. Comeback action off.
And if you turned it on again, it would go on for hours and hours and hours. Some weird reason. This is the forward button for this. Does that and the forward button for this is this. Hold on. That's that. And then the backward button for this. It's the backward button. The backward button for this is this. Okay, that was the entire thing for this crap here. Now, I'm going to go on to this, and then we're going to go on to this. But first, see the moon, they had a moonroof chip right here. That's what the chip came to, but we sat on it for some weird reason. And it broke off. It's the inside of the thing. We took the lights out. We use this for like our RC car motors now. If you can see that they're like broke, like mashed up and everything. Lights are even out, some of them. like on this, see? It's the wires and crap. Some of the lights are like cracked, broke off. This was a season 2 here. See, and that's where the board sat right there. Sat on that thing. And see, that's where the lights were. These lights right here, so they were right here. They're on the chip, so you couldn't get them off. So I just like got them off here like this. But that would be how you got them off. See, it's cracked right there. It's not a good deal. It is if you want to use them for something else, but if they don't work. But this chip don't work right now. I mean, it does if I were to hook it back up to here, but then I'd have to take that off and then hook that back up. I don't want to do that. And this model number, this one was 2216. You see that little number right there. For some reason, there's a mute switch thing right there, and that's because there was like a switch or something from some other type of car they used for the PT Cruiser. This one originally didn't have a mute switch on it. This is a season 2. You can also tell because it has Chrysler up there. Those stickers right there were never supposed to be on there. So these were if I can show you this right now. See inside of the turbo rig. Turbo rig's model number is, where is it? Got it here. Here it is. Right there in the middle, right here. It says 2497. That's where the mute switch used to be for the older ones. The one now is this. We hooked the battery up. We wired it up to this switch, so you turn it on, the motor goes straight every time. You press this on, the motor turns on. You press it off, it turns off. There's not so much difference, you can't really tell, but so if you switch it this way, it makes it slower. You switch it this way, it makes it a little bit faster. There's not much difference in that, but it does do a little bit of difference. You can't really tell in the video at all. Screwdriver. These the speaker holders. The ones they pretty much have now are the black ones. The old ones are the white ones. See what they did? This is a speaker, one of the big speakers they used to have. Like that. They would stick it in the speaker holder. Of course, they'd have it with the factory. The factory would do it. And then those little screw things right there, they'd stick this down on it and screw it down. That's how you'd keep the speaker in. I liked it when they used these better instead of those little speakers. This is rigged up to a big one, so I'm going to do it like this instead. That way you can hear it, I guess. It's going to be rigged up like this. Some different lights. This is one of the button things here. Different lights. They use these lights to begin with, these little LED lights. And then they eventually started using these on some of the cars, and now they pretty much use these, and then they eventually got to some other kind of type of LED lights. These were yellow, these were red, these were just clear things. They just made them clear. Honestly, those were the best lights, the older ones. But I don't know why they changed them. Probably because they thought they were cheaper or something. This is the old plastic they keep on the motor. Of course, this one broke. This has a motor, so I will actually show you that right now. I just gotta put some batteries in it. It might be kind of dead though, but I'm gonna take the batteries out of this thing. And then stick it in here. See, now they're all in there. Now I'm going to try to show you how this thing works. That's what it came from, but it's not anything anymore. As you can see, I don't know if it works or not, but yep, it works, barely. I'm pushing down the switch. On, off. With newer batteries, it goes faster than this. There's no speaker. the switch faster. No, it just made it slower. And there's not much difference. But then, this little switch right here, I gotta do this. This little switch right here in the bottom, if I turn it all the way this way, it turns the motor just completely on. Leaves it on. I just gotta hold it there for a minute because it likes to come undone for some weird reason. So now it's going. And now it stopped because it ran into something. So, but see, it's still going. Now once I turn the switch off here, where is it? Now let's do that. Now it's off now. Quick project, thank God. Now the PT Cruiser project. I can take batteries out of it now. This is a good one. Say this is a good one. This is a good one. I'll put the batteries in here now. Now, there is a yellow light on this one. I will have to use one of these again. This is the alarm on this one here. Okay, now I can get it. This is the song. That's actually a song. I'm sorry. These get mixed up on here. I don't know which is which here. Horn, apparently. This is the alarm. Start up.
Let's go!
This is the song again, but it's supposed to dance with it, but there's no motor, so there's no point in doing that one. Comeback action.
Comeback action's ready! Press forward or reverse now! Press forward or reverse now! Shutting down!
And there's backward. And then forward. Now I'm gonna take this thing off of here, I think. I think it's these, I guess. And it's gonna sound a little quieter now. Because the light's on it now. See? Responds to the speaker being on. So whenever the speaker's on. See? I don't know why, but it does. See, watch this. See, it does that. Just makes it a little bit more off. That's it there. Done with this video now.